All right, we're finally back at it. I'm finally gonna make some more YouTube videos about the trailer builds. The new project, which I'm excited to announce a new series, starts with this trailer frame right here. So now I'm gonna be building a new camper. I wanted to document the process from start to finish, try and get as much detail as possible so anyone who has questions can kind of get them answered in those videos. So today's video is gonna be part one of who knows how many, and it's going to be about picking your trailer frame. So this is the trailer frame I picked right here. I know not everyone is going to go and buy a brand new trailer or get it custom made. So I kind of wanted to go through a couple of options of different trailers that people might want to get. One of them is a bolt together trailer. You can find these at places like Harbor Freight. They are your cheapest, your lowest barrier to entry for getting a trailer frame that's functional. They're going to be good to get you on the road. But there's a lot of things to think about with those. It's nice that you don't have to have welding skills. You can just kind of bolt everything together. But you got to remember that the tires that they put on those are rated for like 45 miles an hour. The axle's not the strongest. It's not the strongest frame either. It will get you on the road and it will help you get started on your build. The next option would be to go somewhere like Home Depot and buy a utility trailer from them. It's kind of similar to what I did with my first trailer. I just went to a manufacturer and bought a model off the lot. That model had a rail around the outside and a couple other things that had a deck on it. I removed all of that. I removed the rail. And when I removed the rail, it really diminished the strength of the trailer. So I had to make a couple of changes, which you might be able to see back here. I had to rewrap the tongue. So when I took that off, the railing off, it really weakened it, and by putting on new supports along the bottom of the trailer, that really is going to help make that trailer strong and be able to go off-roading and really be able to carry our trailer, our camper well. So you can go to a big box store. You might need to cut off that railing, get it reinforced, or you can leave the railing on, kind of how we did in our past build. I'll link to that above so you can kind of see what we did before, and we just left that railing on, which was totally okay. And even you can take off your camper and use your trailer for whatever you need to. So that's a good option for a lot of people, and that was what I originally wanted to do, was be able to have a camper that I could pull off, use the trailer for work, put the camper back on. I ended up realizing that it's not that easy to take the camper on and off. So I decided to just make dedicated camper trailers. That's what we're doing here. The next option would be to do a DIY weld-yourself trailer. There's a couple things here. You could go right from the beginning. You could cut all of your own pieces, build your own thing. There's a lot of plans online and YouTube videos for how to do that. But I would suggest, if you don't have a lot of familiarity with metal work, you might be able to get a kit that has pre-cut metal for your entire build, and that's from somewhere called overlandtrailer.com. He has a YouTube channel here. He gets those kits sent out to you, so then you just have to weld it together. You don't have to do any of the cutting, which makes it a little bit easier when you're building your trailer. As a little side note here, Mark has some great information on both his website and his YouTube channel. So head over there if you have any questions, or if you're interested in this weld-it-yourself option. He's really got plenty of information and help on his channel. Check it out. You could also get a custom build, which is basically what this trailer right here is. I knew what I wanted. I went to the manufacturer. They do custom builds, and I said, I want the same trailer that I had before, without the railing on the sides, without a deck, without any like utility hooks on it. And I need to have a wrapped tongue so it's nice and strong. They still put the 3,500 pound axles on there for me. I looked into putting Jeep fenders on my trailer, but decided against it because they were going to be very expensive from that manufacturer. But they did throw in a really nice set of tires. That alone was like $700 that they just kind of threw in for me. Really great base model trailer that I can build on top of. So that's going to be the new model for the trailer. So some things to think about when you're getting your build together. You're going to want to think about what kind of fenders you want. Do you want Jeep fenders? Do you just want cheap circular fenders like these ones? You're also going to want to figure out what kind of axle you want. I just go heavy duty, 3,500 pound axle. So you have to think about that. A 2,000 pound axle would probably be just fine. But since I know I'm going down rugged roads, maybe a little off-roading, I decided to go with 3,500 pound axle. Some other things that you're going to want to consider when you're picking out your frame model are your lights. So this one has lights on it already, but I'm also going to be wiring lights up into the camper itself. So that will have rear lights up on the camper as well. Hopefully that makes it a little safer and nicer. Also, you're going to want to think about what kind of jack you want. They put on just a normal tongue jack here. I'll be taking it off and putting a swivel jack on. I think that it's a lot better for going down bumpy roads, and if I go through a little valley or something, I'm not going to be scraping the bottom of that jack on there, which I did with my old trailer and ended up taking that jack off and putting a swivel jack on. You're also going to want to think about your tires. I really highly suggest getting at least some basic radial tires that are rated for highway travel. That way you can go faster than 45 miles an hour. You don't want to be caught going 70 miles an hour on 45 mile per hour rated tires and having a blowout and maybe potentially having an accident. Be safe. Pick the right tires, pick the right axle, make sure your trailer frame is strong and is going to hold up for your build. So with that, I'm going to dig in real quick. We'll just take a little tour around my trailer. So when he first gave it to me, the manufacturer had a deck on it. I told him I was going to pull it off, but he said, in order for me to sell it to you, I have to have a deck on it. He was kind of worried about his own liability. So he sold it to me with the deck. I'm taking it off and I'm building straight in where that deck was before. So just basic fenders on here. As you can see there, just pretty basic fenders, some nice rugged tires. So they're pretty good beefy tires, and they're definitely better than the ones I had before, but the ones I had before they worked just fine. As I was telling you, this has a wrapped tongue on it now. So the support that goes all the way from the tongue out there comes all the way back here to the fender. So that's that bottom piece. That's what you're looking for when you have a wrapped tongue. That support needs to come all the way back to the fender. So here's my jack that I'll be removing. I'll be putting on a swivel jack on the side here. That's the base of my trailer. So I'm going to be building straight in here, right on top of these supports right here. I'll be putting my trailer right on these ones, and I should be able to make it look really clean, like it was made for a camper. So thanks again for watching this video. I'm excited for the new series of how to build a square drop camper, overland camper. Very similar to my last one, but this one will be kind of exactly what I want. I figured out a lot of things with the last build, and now I can put it on this new camper trailer. My other camper will be for rent, for sale if somebody wants to buy it. I'm really excited to get that out and maybe take a couple of adventures with friends where they can take that and my wife and I can take our new camper. So look out for new videos in the coming days. Here in the next week or so, I should have a video building the base of my camper, how I'm attaching it to the trailer itself. Also keep an eye out for videos for our new our old camper that's been newly wrapped. I am putting together a little video of how I wrapped that, why I chose to remove the Raptor liner and put aluminum liner on there, and then also what I'm doing to fix up this trailer to get it ready to look good for the old camper. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. I hope to see you in the next video really soon. I appreciate all the support. If you can subscribe to our channel, if you haven't subscribed already, we really appreciate that, and we hope to see you in the coming videos.